Hello there guys and gals, TheWelshHunt here back with yet another Indiana Jones and the Great Circle achievement guide, and this time we're going for 3 specific ones, and this is for doing all of the field work, sort of side missions in the game. A Nun in Trouble, a Savage Discovery, and the Mad Priest. So we're going to be getting this done all in one video. I just find it easier to condense all 3 into one video and show you where to go and what to do, rather than 3 separate videos, but at least you've got them still sort of separated so you're not looking through a long-ass guide. Okay, now, one thing that I should mention is, now, you can start the other 2 straight away, but what I highly advise is, the Nun in Trouble you don't get until you do some of the main quest. So, I highly advise just cracking on with the main quest first, the main story, and you will get it after you've come out with the tomb and you start having a look at some suspicious nuns, or one specific suspicious nun. That is where you will get the 3rd field work again, so I highly advise just waiting until then to do it. So this is basically now at the beginning of the sort of Vatican area for the first time. After you've done all the nighttime stuff, this is kind of the first time that you will see the open world section of the Vatican. So as we head out, you will see, whoa, Belvedere Courtyard and all types of stuff. But we're going to go immediately into the tent. Hello, Father Maxie. And what you're going to see is going to be a letter just to the right of us, where we're just about to steal some money. But that is what will start the Savage Discovery. Just seeing if the priest just caught me there. He's looking at absolutely nothing, so that's good. He must be off his meds. But if you pick up this document here, the theft report, this is what will start the Savage Discovery. Gets you some adventure points, but more importantly for the fieldwork, it will start it. Now again, like I said, you can start this one now, but some areas won't be available to you until we've done some of the main quest as well. So that's why I said it's always worth just cracking on with the main quest first, and then coming back to these a little bit later on when we get the Nun in Trouble fieldwork up. So again, during this sort of main quest, not too long after this, you'll have to break into the post office. Again, this is for the main quest where we have to find Ernesto to buy the camera. Now, once you get into the main, you use your clerical key here, but you will be able to get into this main sort of post office-y area. And you can see 2 guards down there, so continue, just looking at the door, so continue to sneak. And the letter, Catherine's letter here on the right-hand side, just before we head left in to find Ernesto and the camera, is where you will find the Mad Priest's field work. So that will be 2 bits of field work completos and ready to go. But again, we will continue the main story, and this is where we will end up after the main story. So you've just spoken to Gina. No spoilers because it said her name. But basically, as you continue on through the game, you will end up, as I said earlier, looking at a suspicious nun. That suspicious nun is Gina, who is not a nun, as it turns out. That's mad. And now, again, a specific reason I've told you to do this. So, we are now going to zipline down. So, again, as you've done the main story, this is the German airship. Things are going mad. Whoa, fathers are meeting up with each other and stuff, in the evil sense. We're going to zipline down. We're going to pick up, again, this is just a skill book, sorry. The most important thing is, though, if you turn around and have a look at the chain link fence, you can actually go through the chain link fence. And we're going to get down, we're going to beat up a couple of enemies, and the specific reason we're doing this is we're going to go ahead and grab the black shirt's uniform. Now, the reason we're grabbing the black shirt's uniform is specifically because for a lot of these fieldwork sections, we have to go through black shirt territory. So, there's an inscription here as well. But if you don't get the uniform, you can still obviously get in to places, but obviously you'll have to do a lot more stealthing and a lot more fighting. So this is why I am showing you now. If we get the black shirt uniform, then we don't have to do that. We can literally just continue on with our day, and none of the black shirts will be suspicious, apart from the captains. So just be aware of that. The black shirt uniform is just on a stool right there, so we can pick that up. So we can now put that disguise on, making these next couple of field works a hell of a ton easier. a hell of a lot easier as it were. So, as we have continued on through the game, basically you'll go back to the library, you'll go ahead and speak to Antonio, and Indy, as you can just see right there, basically said, let's see if I've got any loose ends to tie up. So that's basic. This is basically like a point of no return, even though we can return back later and do these if you want. But yeah, so this is the point. So don't follow on with the story. We're now going to crack on with the savaged Nun in Trouble. We're going to go ahead now and do the fieldworks. But that's why I thought I'd just show you these sort of intros and the sort of setting ups there, just to make our lives a lot easier. But for now, obviously, if you've been playing through the game with the main quest, you can tell how the journal on the map works. We've clicked the Nun in Trouble. So every time we put the journal out, it will now show us the direction of which way to go if you do get stuck. So just follow the directional markers for now.
Sento che oggi è il mio giorno fortunato.
Non avrai di nuovo
Che succede?
Beh, avevo promesso a mia madre che le avrei mandato una foto della Cappella Sistina, ma non trovo macchine fotografiche.
Credo che Khost ne abbia una in vendita.
Sì, ma costa troppo.
Right, so as we are here into the Sistine Chapel, I'm going to give her a little slide tackle, see what happens. Bah! What an entrance. Straight into Gina. Wait, never mind. Anyway, it is time for the cutscene, and we're going to see the Nun in Trouble. Well, when we find her, anyway.
A potential lead on your cut, Mummy.
I'm listening.
My Vatican contact, Juliana. I asked her to see if the Vatican has information on you and your college. I'm to meet her in the museum, but something must have happened, because the museum now is locked down.
So what are we waiting for? Who is this contact of yours?
I met Juliana when I was a correspondent during the Abyssinian War, before she found her place in the Vatican Sisterhood.
A te sospiriamo, gementi piangenti in questa valle di lacrime.
Is taking him so. It's this way, Father.
After you.
So you are the American priest that Padre Ventura was talking about? I love America. Please, come to confess me. Come with me, I need a confession. Please have a seat.
You're forgiven.
Father, wait, I didn't confess yet.
Hurry, let's get this over with.
Father, forgive me because I've sinned. I had an affair with my mother-in-law and...
It's all right. Just say 3 Hail Marys.
No, Father, you don't understand. My wife is expecting a child and I fear that...
What?
Yeah, let me finish, please. I fear that my mother-in-law is with the child also.
Jesus Christ, what have you done?
Wait. You are not a priest.
Screw it.
Damn, son. What a predicament that is. Imagine getting your missus pregnant and then your mother-in-law pregnant. Oh, that is a predicament, right? Right, before heading through the door, turn around and just find the letter on the floor. Again, that is another note, collectible note that we can add to our many collectible notes that we've already grabbed. Then we can head straight through the door. And we are going to take the first left when we can. So this first left right here. And again, it is literally just a case then of following the path. Now, as I said, if you didn't have the... So again, from here, there's no way that we can get out here. So we'll just go turn back around, head back down, and then we'll take a right. But again, as I said, with your black shirt disguise on, you will be able... You don't have to sneak and stealth around and hide and try and go in opposite directions and everything. You can literally just walk straight through, just avoiding the captain. So That's why I've done it again in such that specific way. But again, I've already told you that's like the 68th millionth time that I've told you. So, well, now you know. So again, just keep following the path ahead. Keep following the directions for now. I did actually get dressed in there because I was wondering, I didn't actually realise that nobody cares if you get dressed into a black shirt disguise right in front of them. So you can actually just get changed wherever you want. But again, obviously, as you've seen, right on the D-pad, and you can follow with what you want. But here we go then. So instead of having to beat people up and sneak your way through, it is literally just a case of whipping out your journal, and nobody is none the wiser. Get it? None the wiser again? That's nice.
Oh, she was right. Museum is in lockdown. Need to find a way inside.
L'hai vista?
Chi? La suora? Io no, ma tante sì.
Ormai non ci si può più nemmeno fidare delle suore.
Dovrebbero apprezzare che siamo qui a portare ordine.
This way. Get in. I was just thinking, maybe this is too scary for an archaeologist.
I think I can handle it.
All right, tough guy. We have to find the stockroom. That's where I was supposed to meet Juliana.
So we're going to try the door to apparently no avail. So apparently Gina, this new nun of life, she has the ability to lockpick. Damn. Damn, man. Gina's got the nun. Damn. Whip it. That must pinch a bit. And if you're using it to wrap it around enemies' necks, damn, son, that hurts. Right, so we're going to go up, but we are going to stealth. If we just head to the right and then head the back of the steps, there are 2 guards, including an El Capitano. Now, I didn't think Gina was going to... So what I was going to do was wait until the captain walked away, was going to take down the one enemy and then the captain, but apparently Gina just goes and punches the crap out of him anyway, so... Yeah, you're getting into a fight regardless here.
I'll take care of that guy.
Chi va là?
Duck soup.
You fight well for an archaeologist.
Damn, girl, you mashed him up. Oh, damn, mashed him up so much his ankles are starting to sort of curl in. You know, same with captains. Okay, well, anyway, we've beaten them up. We can now continue on forward. There's just going to be a couple of sections. There's a sleeping enemy here. There's going to be a couple of sections, though, with some guards. But they're generally not going to be too bad, so give him the whack to the old noggin. Oh, ooh. You can tell it hurts more when Indy comes out with the grunt of... It's going to hurt. Anyway, pick up the money, pick up the bandage, nip through the door. A couple of items in here that we're going to grab and collect as well. So just off to the right, there's a piece of cloth that we can find on the floor, first of all. And then just to the right of that is a note. So let's pick up the field note as well. Juliana. Yeah, that'll do. We know what a note is. And then if we whip our camera out and then look to the left, you can see a big old blood stain on the wall.
Bloody handprint. Could be anyone's.
Right, I'll just have me point back. Thank you very much. Okay, now spin around and you can see another card on a floor. The identification card. Juliana Franca. And if we then limp off to the right, the nun will have found a photograph of us. Weird in the beard.
Something Juliana would do. There is a photo of you here.
Photo of me?
Yes. Look.
Why would there be a photo of me in the Vatican?
A secret admirer, perhaps.
Let's keep looking for clues in the next room.
Okay, just give me a moment. I suspect Juliana was arrested and she resisted. You think she's hurt?
We don't have any proof of that. Don't assume the worst.
Okay, so as we come into this next room, there's going to be some more things on the floor. You can see a golden ring and an obvious bloodstain mark. So take a picture of the bloodstain. And then go ahead and pick up the golden ring.
Look, that's Juliana's ring.
Dov'è la suora assassina?
È rinchiusa nella torre dei Borgia.
Hanno capito perché ha ucciso Ridolfo?
Io sospetto che l'abbia vista fare qualche cosa di proibito. Comunque, l'anziano ha i suoi metodi per far parlare la gente.
Now, I was hoping, because I was in a black shirt uniform, that I could go ahead and get away with this one. But it's not. Whatever disguise you're in, you are going to be fighting these three guys. So, if you can, sneak up behind one of them and then take him out. Or go ahead and try and whip the clubs out of their hand. So, you know, you don't get clubbed in the chops.
Mandalo giù! Ma almeno... Ah, però! Mi hai fregato! Ecco dove eri finito!
Okay, after a nice bit of recovery there for Indy, we can now head on through the door, and there is a safe in here, which we are going to grab. So if we just go ahead and turn off the lamp, you'll be able to see the code next to it, which will be 7171. So go ahead and pop that number in.
You can't outsmart me.
So this is another lost artifact. Now, you've got the ancient relics, just quickly explain, and the lost artifacts. There's basically 5 in each of the regions. So we've already got 2 with the skull helmet from a little bit earlier on. And again, they can easily be found with the mystery books, or the collectible books and collectible ancients books and everything that we can get from the post office, and after we do a couple of mysteries a little bit later on, so you'll be able to easily find them with no issues. Okay, just gonna see if I could be able to steal that medicine bottle, but I still can't, so no panic about that. So we're just gonna head back towards the stage once again, and we're gonna climb our way up that way. Oh, cheers for moving, pal. That makes life a lot easier. I'm not sure, again, if you're in a clerical disguise or if you're in any other disguise, I don't think he'd have moved. Forcing you to whip yourself up and then forcing you into a fight. So, again, the black shirts is coming in easier for us there. Right, so again, because we're in the black shirt disguise, we will not be stealthed and spotted here. Although Gina will open up the way for us, so thanking you kindly.
I think Juliana is being held at the top of the tower.
Follow me.
So what we're going to do here then, we're going to stealth our way to the end, take out this one guy, and then Gina is also going to help out by trying to beat up some other guys as well. But for us, we're just going to head down to the end, take out the medic first, and then smash out the rest.
Ma cosa? Qui non puoi restare!
Non puoi niente! contro di me. Devono arrest.
Right, once you are done with Captain Dunderhead, climb up the ladder, which was in the middle of the room. We're going to get a couple of more things. First of all, there is another repair kit just off to the right. And then if we head back to the left through this little hole in the wall, turn left to find yet another card, the Tower card. And that will get us some more delicious adventure points. There's another bandage there if you need it. And plus another weapon, which always comes in handy, because as soon as we reach up, not this set of stairs, but once we reach up the... Oh, in fact, it is this set of stairs story. Got a bit ahead of myself, but there's one guy we can take out. Club straight in the nugget. And grab this bit of loot box, which we can grab. There we go, another 80 bucks in the pocket. Slicey and nicey. Damn you, wine! But... as we continue forward, we are going to turn to the right. We're going to whip ourselves across, which I just about make, apparently. Again, heading to the right, we're going to go up the... couple more lemons. When life gives you lemons, you suck them dry until your face goes sour. So, head up and then to the right to find yet another recipe, the Cacio e Pepe recipe. Which, hey, you might as well write these down. See if you can make it yourself. See if it can turn you Italian for a couple of hours. And then we can just slide tackle our way through the next little bunch of boxes right here. And then as we enter around, again, pick up a weapon because we are going to need it in just a bit. But we're going to drop down first. So we'll drop down and then we will be able to... Oh, there's the fly swatter, by the way. If you didn't get the fly swatter achievement, now is also a good time to grab that, if you didn't get it. Anyway, pick up the blockage. Genie will come up, and now we will be able to head our way up. Make sure to grab a heavy weapon from somewhere, because up the next set of steps, there are 3 enemies again, which you won't be able to stealthily take down. You can take down the captain, and then the 2 you will have to fight.
In cui dovessimo portare dentro altri piantagrane per interrogarli.
Dici cos'è che fa? Ha beccato uno dei nostri! Ora ti stendo! Finirei a terra in un secondo! Là! Ti ho trovato!
Accidenti!
That last medic looking like a bald Ronnie O'Sullivan. And if you don't know who Ronnie O'Sullivan is, he is basically one of the world's best ever snooker players. So Google him and then compare. But yeah, it definitely looked like a balder Ronnie O'Sullivan right there. So anyway, just over onto this table, there's another couple of buckaroonies that we can steal-a-reenie. We're going to head up the right-hand side set of steps. And then we'll just continue on up these stairs. And this is basically towards the end now. So if we have just a little look over to the right, you could see some more bandages if you need it. Otherwise, what we could do is just interact with the door. You're going to get into one more fight with the big bruiser type. Again, it should be... If you've been fighting sort of well enough, always go in with the left bumper to parry. And then get in a couple of punches. Walk away if you can. Until your stamina recovers. Left bumper to parry. And then just continue on that one.
Untie your feet, Dr. Jones.
Oof, another huge way to go with your face buried, impregnating the wall, as it were. Right, so just off to the opposite corner then, there is the interrogation document. Another journal note to add to your belongings. Fine, jeez, it's like the 6th time you've asked me. Right, there you go. And this is what will end a nun's discovery, or whatever the fieldwork is called. But this will get us the achievement, and then we have 2 left to do.
You must love your pet, as all good men do.
There's a very special place in my heart.
Amica mia, finalmente, amica mia. Avevi perso questo. Grazie mille. Senti, io rischio troppo di rimanere qui. Io devo andarmene. Dove sono le chiavi? È tutto libero.
Wait, you said you had information for Dr. Jones.
The Vatican has been spying on you since you were digging in Siwa. This goes high up, Dr. Jones. You must have stumbled on something of great value to them. I found this document from the Vatican secret agency authorizing a tell on you. In this key, we'll open a locked door in the tower. Maybe your cat is up there, huh?
Thanks. All right, you help me. Now, what can I do for you?
First, I must set up a meeting with a well-informed third party. I will leave a note for you with instruction in the Sistine Chapel.
It's like pulling teeth with this lady. You know what I mean.
Carl and Dr. Indy, Carl and Dr. Jones. Okay, there we go then. So, a nun in trouble has been unlocked. So, let us just crack on with the next field discovery. So, again, there are 2 which we could do, a savage discovery or the mad priest. Now, because of where we are going to crack on with the mad priest. Again, it doesn't matter which one you do. You can do this in any particular order you want, but I just thought in terms of, obviously that's why I've shown what I'm doing in the video guide, kind of like trying to do it all at once rather than doing one now, bit of main story, then one a bit later. I'm trying to just condense everything just to make things a little bit easier for us. So we are just going to go ahead and we're going to just basically continue back down and head through that window, in that little gap in the window that we need to get through. So effectively now we are heading back to the Sistine Chapel where we just seen Gina the nun, who isn't a nun. We are going to now look for the next nunnery. Now, once you are here, if you don't want to lose any bars of health, head down to the left here, and then you can go to the left, go down the steps, and then turn right in order to go to the chapel. Because what I ended up doing was, obviously I just looted this key to grab the Fountain Gate key, which we will use for the Fountain of Confession main story a little bit later on. But I went back up and then decided to jump off the roof for some reason. So head back around, continue to go down the steps, and then you can continue to follow the pathway to interact with the sister. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to just... Yeah. Anyway, whatever way we get there, we all get there, even if it's with a broken ankle or not. How do you care how we get those oranges up the stairs? Said Steve. Anyway, there we go. So once you're down, whichever way you're down, continue heading towards the place. Now, obviously, what you are going to need, to put your clerical suit back on, because no black shirts are allowed.
Sì, ma costa troppo.
Sia fatta la tua
Where
volontà.
is that delivery boy?
Are you Antonio's delivery boy?
What am I delivering?
The diary of Father Crescenzo.
Is that so?
An awfully mysterious story. Father Crescenzo was an eccentric priest in the 16th century. Some say he discovered an explosive secret in the Vatican. Ah, but listen to me spending your precious time. Don't you have a book to find for me?
Yes, sister. I'll see if Antonio has your book.
All right. Well, let's just do all the things that you want to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that then. So we're going to go back to the library and talk to Antonino.
Che succede?
Beh, avevo promesso a mia madre che le avrei mandato una foto della Cappella Sistina, ma non trovo macchine fotografiche.
Ah, credo che Ernesto ne abbia una in vendita.
Sì, ma costa troppo.
Che succede?
Beh, avevo promesso a mia madre che le avrei mandato una foto della Cappella Sistina.
Come faranno a marciare tutto il giorno con gli stivali? Chissà che dolore che è. Piccolo prezzo.
Sì, circolare, padre.
Un po' più. Questa è la mia biblioteca e ho il diritto di sapere che fine fanno i miei libri.
Lo so che siete duro d'orecchi, perciò ve lo ripeto. Si sospetta che alcuni vostri libri promuovono pensiero comunista. Presto le autorità competenti li passeranno al vaglio.
Oh, qui si coltiva la conoscenza. I fascisti non hanno alcuna autorità. Il Papa non sosterrebbe mai azioni del genere.
Beh, il Papa non è qui. No.
You all aces? I just spoke with Sister Catherine. She mentioned a diary written by Father Crescenzo. You know about it?
I'm afraid you are too late, Indy. I had just found it when Father Ventura and his black shirts came and took half of my collection. The diary included.
It must be important. What's in this diary?
I don't know. Maybe more of Crescenzo's writings on giants and fallen angels. I had forgotten all about it until Sister Catherine brought it up.
Think. Where would they take it?
I believe they keep confiscated material in a room inside the Apostolic Palace. And there is an entrance that leads there from the sewers.
Should I ask how you know this?
You may ask, but do not expect an answer. Good luck, Henri.
You can enter the sewers through the tower of Nicholas V. Henri, look. I have placed the pictures you took on this bulletin board. I sent a common pattern across these inscriptions. Another hidden message, perhaps.
Oh, yes. So he's mentioning that's just about the inscriptions, which, again, we are going to do after the final bit of fieldwork. So, for now, once again, then, we have our destination. We know where we need to go. So, we're going to go ahead and start traveling to that point. Again, obviously, you're probably well aware by now, 3 hours and 20 minutes in, almost, of how the map and the journal works. So just go ahead, and if you are getting lost, just whip your journal out and continue on your way to the marker.
Dio sia con voi, padre.
Bless you, Father.
Fargli due domande. Non riconosco.
All right. Should be a way into the Apostolic Palace from here.
So then, for the first time, we enter Les Sueurs. So, give yourself a little jump across. There is going to be a sleeping guard just over the way. Meow. There it is. So give him the whack of life. Now, there is another lost artifact in here, but I don't grab it yet. There's no reason for me not to grab it. I just didn't end up grabbing it as of yet. So, yeah, again, that's just another thing like the lost artifact and all the other collectibles and stuff. That's the thing that we're going to be grabbing the collectible books for, the collectible guides for, and doing them a little bit later on. Again, you really can't miss any collectibles once you have those collectible books in your stead, as it were. So we're just going to jump across to the other side there. I need to grab another couple of 20 buckaroonies, because they all come in handy. So we're just going to head on through to the other side. Now this is just basically one big platforming bit now. So just for a couple of minutes, you're going to be climbing, shimmying, jimmying, flammying, whammying, and bammying your way up, across, and all over the place.
This should hold.
So, as we get to the top of here, you can clearly see the next inscription right in front of us. So, go ahead, make sure to take a picture of the next inscription here. This will be number 6. Now, the rest of the inscriptions as well are going to be on the way, in terms of in other places that we discover. But I don't interact with those inscriptions until later on, but I will tell you where they are, so you know that you can take a picture of them while you are there. So we're going to grab this medicine bottle. We're going to go up the stairs now. I'm just moving this out of the way again. Just getting opening the gate. This is for any possible exploration that you may want to do later on. It's always worth just opening up those little gates. Otherwise, we're going to head straight up the stairs. Again, no enemies for the time being. Heading through using the clerical key. And yeah, this'll do nicely. But over to the right in the unmarked chest is where you're going to find the Mad Priest's diary.
Gotcha. Love that smell. Conspiring with the Holy See, giants thus constructed a secret chamber underneath the Vatican to contain and keep the most holy of objects from the eyes of the world. They are watching me in the dark of the night.
Damn, son, he sounds mad as hell. Okay, so we're just going to nip over to the left-hand side. We're going to grab a collectible here, the Iron Grip 1. We can clinch onto enemies for longer. Wow, that's nice. That's nice, just nice. Also, pick up the next document here entitled Confiscation Manifest. In broken Italian, for some reason. Sorry, don't know why I done that. Anyway, pick up a bandage if you need it. Otherwise, there are no other collectibles, I believe, in this room. So we are actually just going to continue on heading upwards. Now, there is going to be an enemy patrolling right at the top of the stairs. Well, sort of at the top of the stairs. He's up in the top section, so you don't actually have to stealth here. You can pretty much just run straight up to the top of the steps and then take a right, and he's not going to chase you. But, you know, all's fair in love and stealth. That's how it goes, right? Either way, nip to the right here, and we should be golden as squarey nuggets. Pick up another repair kit there for one if needed, and then we could just simply lovingly drop down, make our way straight across, up, and we can now head back to Sister Catho.
Was I thinking? Coming here at a time like this?
Die of old age before I get my book. Have you found it?
Here you are, sister.
Oh, heavens! The Diary of Crescenzo, the Mad Priest. This, my dear, is a window straight into the insane mind. How fortunate am I to be reading the lost soul in its own words, expressing its grim unraveling. May God protect you, young man. I have a feeling you might need it.
Father Gallagher.
That's right. From Boston.
My people tell me you have been snooping around the Holy City.
Oh? I didn't know priests had people.
I'm no ordinary priest, Mr. Gallagher.
Father Gallagher.
Father, of course. This is not the time to let your prying eyes wander, Father. There are spies and traitors everywhere. Liars, subversives, communists.
Whoa. Well, I'll be sure to be careful. Thanks for the warning.
You should be. My eyes see everything, Father, and I'm not merciful. Dai nemici mi guardo io, dagli amici mi guardi Dio.
Amen.
See, Father Ventura he kind of reminds me of, from the first Ace Ventura film. Everyone knows this bit. Right. Yes, Satan. Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of the landlord there from Ace Ventura. Does Father Ventura. Anyway, we have done the Mad Priest. So now we just have one more to do, which will be a Savage Discovery. So we're going to go ahead and track that boy down. So track him. And then he is going to be more or less just outside, so he's not going to be too far away. But he is the typical annoying old British man. You know, with that kind of voice and mumbly Joe and...
Seems to be the trouble.
Hold on. I recognize you from somewhere.
Father Gallagher, I'm just visiting.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah, a real pleasure.
That bloody Ventura and his blackshirts. They've kidnapped my dear apprentice, Sidney, and ruined my excavation of the Apostolic Palace. Now the whole project's had to be put on hold. We were on the verge of a breakthrough when
What kind of breakthrough?
Oh. We'd found a stone fragment. A piece of a Roman tomb, I think. I could only make out some of the letters that weren't either worn down or caked in dirt.
What were some of those letters?
L-A-P-S-O-A-N-G-E. I couldn't make out... Sorry?
Lapsorum Angelorum.
Fallen angels! Of course! Why didn't I think of that?
Say, where is this stone fragment? I'd like to take a look.
I don't know. My apprentice, Sidney, tried to retrieve it, as it were, from the blackshirts, so they locked him up in their holding cell. He might know where it is now, but they won't let me see him.
Let me see if I can get him back for you, huh?
Oh, thank you, Father.
Don't mention it.
His mother would kill me if she found out.
Man, he'd look like he'd have a heart attack from a bowl of sugar puffs, wouldn't he? Oh, no, just some caviar for me, please. Right, just over to the right on one of the boxes, you would have been able to see a fool's card. But I accidentally missed that one. Again, it does matter because it will always remain there. So if you pick it up, great. If not, don't worry. But for now, again, we are just going to head where we are going to head. And again, we are going to put, that's why we've put on the black shirt uniform. So we don't have to do any sneaking about. And we don't have to do a lot of fighting, if any at all. In fact, there's only one fight that we're going to do purely for another combat-related achievement. So we're heading more or less towards the library. Well, not the library, but just to the end of here. Casemer di Sicurezza, which is probably something in security. So you can actually just head straight through the checkpoint. You didn't need to do what I've done there if you've got the black shirt uniform on. And again, luckily, nobody is suspicious that we're just climbing a fence for some reason. Dogs don't even care. Everybody happy. So it is in this building right in front of us. There is another way you can get, though, if you don't have the black shirt uniform. Before the checkpoint, you can climb up to the right and then zip line your way down and then into the top stairs window. Again, you will have to do some fighting, however. But just have a look. Again, if you want to have a little look around, that's fine. Which you're going to do just to grab a couple of bucks, which we are going to do here. And again, just still in this same little room and area, there's some more money next to the sleeping dude right here. So it's another 10 bucks we can get before we can head upstairs. Now, again, there are two enemies up here. If you're in your black shirt disguise, that's fine. Make sure to pick up the medicine bottle for Sister Livibeau. I've forgotten her name, sorry. And also, there is some more money on next to the guard sitting down. Yes, I'll go ahead and get the rat poison soon. I guess. And then, anyway, once you got the money, head left through the next door. There is another postcard here, just waiting and chilling. The St. Peter postcard. There we go. And then, this is where we are now going to get the slippery customer achievement. Now, I tried to get it with the first guard. The same big, balding guy from earlier on. He's obviously not going to fight us, so we're going to have to instigate it. Now, it's a case of when he uses his double fist move like that, that is when you use the left stick and the A button to move. The timing can be a little bit finicky. So it may take a few times. But as soon as he goes to use, as I said, his double-fisted, this one right there, as soon as he goes to swing down, step out of the way, get the slippery customer achievement, and then beat him down. Oh, look at that. You could tell that was a hell of a knockout as well, when his whole body just goes stiff, and oh! And then his whole body, his whole head went through the tent. You could tell when it hurts the most. So just going to pop him behind the desk, sorry, just in case. And then we'll go ahead and pick up the jail cell key, and then directly behind us is where we are going to... No, that's not a jail cell. This is the jail cell.
Sydney. That really hurt.
Oh, sir, I didn't mean to, please. Wait. You're not one of them black shirts.
Savage, silly. I'm here to help you, damn it.
Oh, bloody hell, I thought you were sent to...
Quiet, kid. They could hear us.
Hi, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hold your horses. I need to know where they took that stone fragment.
I didn't see, sir. One of them took it. They called him, Giuseppe. Aye, Giuseppe. 10 to 1 you'll find him at the excavation site.
All right, the way out is clear. You get to Savage without anyone else seeing you hear me?
Oh, like a ferret down a rabbit hole, sir.
Alright, so it is time for us to leave. Now, what you can do is pretty much just head straight out of the front door. Again, assuming you've got your black shirt uniform on, you can head simply straight out through the front door without any issue. If you don't manage to have a black shirt disguise on, I am going to show you an alternate route that you can get out of. So it wasn't up those types of stairs right there. Through to the next room, not outside. You can find some bread and some more money in here and a bandage. But more importantly, if you need it, there is this little hidey hole, and we can just escape that way.
Okay, the excavation is in the apostolic courtyard. Time to pay this Giuseppe a visit.
Again, for whatever reason, if you're not following the guide and you don't have the black shirt uniform yet, you won't be able to get through to the next area. Instead, you will have to take a right there, just up the steps, and you'll have to climb your way into this next area. But of course, because we've got a black shirt uniform on, we're good to go, so we can head straight up the stairs. So again, you're heading straight up and just following the destination markers as usual, because we're off to the excavation site. Now, there is, as we get through here, now as we go through the double doors, if you look directly to your left, you will find another inscription that you can take a picture of. But again, I haven't done it yet, but I do get it a little bit later on. But just as you exit through the double doors, immediately to your left, you'll find the inscription if you want it. Otherwise, we can head over to the right. And we're going into this building. Now, again, nobody will recognize you except the captain, who is just chilling there. So he can still spot you through the window, so just be careful. There is a safe here that we are going to open up as well. There's a whole bunch of clues around the room, so I'm just going to tell you what the number is anyway. So it is 1891. So 1891, that will get us the mystery note. So we get another mystery, which we're able to crack on and do. Plus, we can go ahead and pick up some 80 bucks as well. And we can get some more money here as well. So look at that. There's 110 straight away. Delicious. Oh, and there's 20 as well, so that's 130. Oh man, this is a nice little find. It's a couple of bandages around as well. There is also some biscotti and a postcard which we can pick up, the Swiss Guard postcard. And that, I believe, is that for the entire rest of the area. Oh no, there is a medicine bottle as well. Sorry, so pick up the next medicine bottle. That should be number 6. Again, don't worry if you don't have the same number of medicine bottles or anything that I have. Remember, as I've said time and time before, you will be able to buy all of the medicine collectibles, every collectible in the game you can buy and find books for, pinpointing their exact locations. So, once you've interacted with the guest list, that'll be good.
Section F today.
Woohoo! That was lucky there. Ace Ventura's Yes, Satan father almost caught us. Yes, Satan. Which is ironic since he's a priest looking in this one. Unless that was the intention of the developers, then that would be hilariously fantastic. So, again, we're not going to go out that way. Let's not get the wrath of the guard, all the guards on us, is it? Now, let's head down. So we need to go down into the excavation site. And as we head down, number F is going to be on our left. Number F, letter F, it's all the same thing. We need to find F, and it's just through this little gap here. So go ahead, speak to Giuseppe, and then, of course, you're going to get into a fight, because, of course.
Sì?
Dove il frammento, Giuseppe?
I manufatti sono stati portati in cantina. E tu chi diavolo sei?
Where's the cellar?
Nessuna traccia.
Let me see here. Must be an address.
And of course, make sure to pick up the cellar key. I genuinely thought my game was about to glitch out, so I was about to be pissed off, man. But as it turns out, it's all good, it's all good. So we've got the cellar key. Now again, in the cellar that we're going to be going to, this was unattainable. You couldn't get into the cellar until you'd done this mission, because there is another inscription in there, which is why we're doing this guide in this specific order, where we're cracking on with the main quest of life first, and then just going ahead and doing the field works and the mysteries after. So we've got all areas available to us, especially in terms of collectibles. So heading back up anyway, you're going to have to nip past the guard, so just sprint straight past him, you should be fine, and then just run to the left. That's the right, we'll try again. To the left, there we go. And when we get through here then, we're actually back into an excavation site. We're back into civilization. So again, it is now just a case of, we can actually just drop that. Oh, I didn't mean to drop down like that, but you know, however we get there, we've got the oranges down the stairs. But just again, it's a case of now following the destination marker. So this area should look familiar. We are by the post office. So again, that's just a sneaky way if you didn't have your blacksmith uniform on, your black shirt uniform. But again, here is the cellar key. And again, we couldn't get in here without this key. There is a safe and there is an inscription in here as well. So where the locked safe is just to the left, it is the inscription is just off to the left. You are going to get into another fight with another guard after this cutscene, so be aware, get your whip out and smack him out.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle. You have any idea how old that was?
Ma che ti ha fatto entrare?
Along! Too quick for you?
Stavolta me lo meritavo.
And again, there are possible clues in the room on how to get this safe open. I'm just going to tell you what it is, or safe or lockbox or whatever. But it is not 5839, that was wrong. It is 1, 1, 8, no, 1, 1, 2, 3, oh my god, 1, 1, 3, 6. Sorry, totally, I was thinking of the last one, but 1136, that'll get us the street scrapper. Again, I'm not using any adventure points just yet, but there was the inscription. So as you turn around just to the left of the safe, that was where the next inscription was. So go ahead and take a picture of that now, if you so wish. There is a letter on this guard's body, who is hilariously trapped in between the door and the wall. Again, you're going to lose a bit of, you have a bit of blood loss right there. It's all going to go down to the rest of your head. Anyway, once you've picked up the letter, and if you've done the inscription, that's awesome. Otherwise, we can just go ahead straight back to the library now where Antonio is, and return the stone fragment to end the Savage Discovery fieldwork. And that is the 3rd out of 3 fieldworks done.
Viva il Duce!
Well, at least it fits.
Professor.
My word. You found it.
What do you make of it, sir?
Well, my bet would be it's a stone fragment of the epitaph from the tomb of St. Peter.
Oh? You should have become an archaeologist, Father.
Yeah, well, it's never that adventurous.
And there she blows, matey. That is all 3 of the Vatican fieldworks done and completed. So nice and easy cheesy does it. You can also go ahead and pick up the Marshall College guide. So when we eventually return to Marshall College later on, if you didn't collect any of the collectibles, you now have the guide to do so. So you shouldn't need a guide if you didn't already. So that is happy, happy days. So there we go then, guys and gals. That's all 3 fieldworks done. So I hope you enjoyed the guide, and I hope that it helped as well. If it did, of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And I'll see you in the next indie guide. Big love!